This is probably my first show that I didn't start off with. Well, I don't know. I mean, I've had shows like this, but this is probably one of the few shows where I'm not starting and I'm not opening up with a video. Um, because I guess I want to give the intro to the video. Here's the deal. My about a few shows ago, I stated that I wanted to make a show that had an intro in it. I wanted to have a show that had an intro in it, an introduction. And the reason I did that was because I wanted the show to look professionally done, you know? And, recently my nephew contacted me and he said, "You want an introduction?" And I said, "Yeah, well, I'd like something that looks professionally done." And he made an intro for me. Now, of course, if you watch the intro, you'll see that he didn't exactly understood what the name of the show was. I told him that we were planning on a different name and everything, but his concepts were right. So we're going to air the intro that he did. I want to air the intro that he did because I want you guys to see how smart my nephew really is. Okay, this is an intro that he aired, and I'm going to air it right here, right now. Okay, let's try. Okay, here we go. Now remember, this is see what happened was that the name of the show is my old show was Life After Happiness, and I guess he kind of thought it was still that name, but then he thought it was a different name than what it was supposed to be and everything. But even though he got the name wrong, I want to show that I want his skills for help in making the intro, even though this isn't exactly the name that I had in mind. So I'm going to air it, and I'm going to air it as though you would see it if I were to use it. All right.
This dark sky represents the world of talk television, and every strike of lightning represents a boring talk show. But do not fret. Soon such a thing will be eradicated.
Behold, unscrupulous YouTubers, for this is
Life, love, happiness.
So as you'll see right there, that's the extent of how smart my nephew is. He is extremely creative. So I told him that I wanted his help with the intro. I was laughing when I saw it because I was impressed. I mean, I wanted to air it during the video, even though it isn't the intro that we're using, because I was so impressed. I mean, he really is a smart kid, my nephew. Any kid who he loves computers so much. He loves computers so much. He loves technology like I do. I think he gets that from me or something. Probably from his father, because his father is real technologically inclined himself. But he was even though we're not going to call the show Life, Love, Happiness, I wanted you guys to see a sample of his work, of what he's capable of doing. And I should let it be known that I did not help him make that introduction. That was an introduction that was made by him, apparently, from what I understood, completely on his own, and completely on his lonesome, and completely based on his pure knowledge of animation. I mean, and it's amazing to think, what a 13-year-old kid can do. It's amazing to see what he'll be able to do when he's 30. I mean, you know, I must say I'm kind of impressed with his ability to do that. You know, I mean, anybody that can make a video that easily and everything. And by the way, this is his dog right here. This is Happy, which by the way, I'm watching right now. By the way, I'm watching the dog right now. I'm watching the dog, and earlier we were out of cable, and so you know, it was lightning outside, and Abby was a little frantic because she's afraid of lightning. But you know, the thing that I like about it, that I really appreciated about my nephew, was that he made that intro out of no solicitation from me, out of not being asked by me to make it. And you know, that was really nice of him to do that. You know, for a long time, I mean, I don't really market myself to family too well, so I keep that kind of separate. So when I see him jump up and, like, you know, message me on Gmail and saying, hey, you know, I want to help you out, I want to give you an intro, and he gives me an intro, I take a look at it. But all of my nephews have a certain what you would call an artistic inclination about them. They're very, very smart, and since that, you know, like one of my nephews wants to act, another of my nephews, well, they both want to act, although I think one probably will be involved with animation. I have a third nephew that wants to, you know, just. I mean, they all have it. They all are certainly artistically bit by the bug, so to speak. And they're very creative, and all in a sense they all are. They're all creative. So I was really wanting to make this video earlier today, but due to the cable outage, not a power outage, but a cable outage, which sometimes is actually worse. I mean, I'm not someone who can live without cable. You know, modems. I mean, I'm a person who believes that, you know, this also makes the case for why I believe that this show is going to be of such a purpose. You know, it used to be that if you really wanted to take a kid off, you took away his television set. You know, I mean, that's what you did. If you really wanted to take him off, you grounded him, you took away his TV. That's what you did. But now, you take away his TV, he doesn't care. I mean, and it's, you know, what really takes him off is if you take away his computer. Actually, it doesn't just take off kids, it takes off adults. I mean, my father certainly wouldn't want to be without his computer. I certainly wouldn't want to be without my computer. You know? And it's something that, you know, we're sort of getting used to more, and we're getting more inclined to more, you know? Now, when I speak on these shows, do I expect 500,000 people to hear everything I have to say? No, I don't. I mean, I don't really expect that to happen. At least not yet. I mean, but when I see other shows, like, for example, the things on there, there's the thing on there called The Annoying Orange. There was another video where this little kid is trying to be a door-to-door salesman, you know, and he's probably, I think, about 5 or 6 or something. And he's going door to door, and you know, and I realized the creativity of some of these videos, and I realized that what they're actually doing is making themselves known, you know, making their presences known. And it's a good thing to do, and I think that's why I wanted to air that intro of my nephew. Now I'm going to stop the video, and you guys tell me what you think.